Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, June 30th, around 8:25 in the morning. Going to quickly run through the morning charts. We just had some bad employment numbers for the private sector, and it just caused the pre-market futures to crash. I'll cover that in 1 second here, but more or less, gold had a nice little move up yesterday, and it's pretty much just trading within a tight range there that it created yesterday afternoon. So really, there's not much going on with gold. As much as the bad news is out today, I do have a feeling we could see gold continue to go down. I think everything could get pulled down with it. Let me just pull up the intraday chart here. Here we've got this is the 60-minute chart of gold. We've had that three-wave correction here, and right now gold is kind of popped and it's trading right through this noise in here, which is a pretty major resistance level right across the tops here around 1247. So we're going to find some resistance there. We'll have to see what gold does, but right now I don't see a whole lot. I kind of like it actually as a short trade to take advantage of the short side. I do think, let me just pull out to the daily chart here. Gold's kind of starting to, it's hanging here. We'll have to see what happens. If it can break down below the 1226, 1225 area, then we might see a snap down, which will put us in a short-term downtrend, and then a drift up will maybe short it. So I don't think there's much going on today for gold. But for the SP 500, this is yesterday's price action here for the SP 500. It sold down just before the market opened, and then the market did open and it crashed, and it spent the whole day just kind of making lower lows and lower highs. And I mentioned that it looked like, because the market was so oversold yesterday, that we'd probably get a drift up post market, and of course that's what we did. We saw this drift pretty much right up into resistance. Let me just pull all this up here. So we saw it drift all the way back up right into the heart of this noise here, and of course it did it on light volume because it's through the night. Anyways, the numbers came out this morning, just a couple moments ago, and the private sector numbers were businesses were growing much slower than anticipated, and the market just collapsed. So now we're testing the yesterday lows, or we're halfway down. We're testing this support level here, and we'll most likely, hopefully we get a nice bounce somewhere into the 40 area, 1040. We might find a nice short opportunity, maybe a little lower, could be somewhere in here 1038 to maybe put a short on. We'll most likely go lower for the day, and if we break yesterday's low, then we might see a pretty sharp collapse, as that'll be kind of conviction that we're headed lower and that we're having this possible head and shoulders pattern on the daily chart. So that's what I see there. As for the market internals, of course, they're completely oversold. Yesterday was a pretty big panic day. We've got everybody writing puts on the market expecting it to go lower. Stocks are way oversold. The NYSE advanced decline line is trading down at minus 2600 pretty much all day yesterday. The NYSE trend was up above 5, up above 3 for the majority of the day, and closed up around 5. And we saw the VIX. The VIX pretty much popped right back up into this top area here. So what we're seeing is complete fear in the market. Yesterday was total panic, and which is why we saw that nice drift up into the close yesterday, or not into the close, but we saw the drift up through the night, because everything was completely oversold, and all the bargain hunters and the value hunters out there are just picking up, taking positions because everything's so oversold, and they kind of just drive it up lightly, and then the big guys step on it again once news comes out or the market opens. So that's why we got the drift up into the night. Other than that, we're not really seeing a whole lot going on with the US dollar, or let me just pull up the US dollar. I'll show you here. US dollar, this is the 60-minute chart. So this morning we saw it have a nice little drop there because of the US economy isn't growing as strong as everybody thought, so it just took a little crash there. It's actually coming back and testing this breakout point, most likely head lower today, I would think. As for crude oil, if the US dollar heads lower, we're most likely going to see some support in crude oil, but the catch here is if the economy isn't growing as well as everybody anticipated, then oil is actually going to go down also because there just won't be as much demand for it. So we're seeing the US dollar and oil drop along with the markets, and gold actually had a little drop on that news also. So we're seeing really a complete market sell-off. I think a lot of people might just move to cash, and that's going to pull everything down, including the precious metals. So that's what I see this morning, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.